Most entrepreneurs are burning out chasing content deadlines, while one simple shift I made cut my workload in half and tripled my results. It took me 20 minutes to try, and I've never gone back. Today, I'll show you exactly how to use it. This is the habit that changed everything. Once I made this little change, this AI first workflow, I stopped feeling like I was chasing my business. Tools like ChatGPT and Claude aren't just shortcuts, they're like having a tiny creative team in your pocket. If you actually let them lead, you probably know what I mean. That blank doc feeling. The one where you stare at the blinking cursor wondering, what do I even post today? I used to burn hours outlining posts, crafting newsletters, hacking together emails. I thought, there's no way I can keep this up. But I didn't need more time. I needed to stop starting from scratch. So here's the exact change. I told myself every single task in my business starts with AI, not ends, not after I've given it my best shots. Starts before I brainstorm, before I write, before I even decide what to focus on. And I do that for one simple reason. We think slower than machines. Let me show you what that looks like in real life. Say I'm planning a newsletter. Instead of opening Google Docs and suffering, I open ChatGPT. I give it just a few words. Draft a newsletter that explains to my audience how doing less actually makes them more productive. And boom, I get a full first draft in seconds. Now, is it perfect? Nope. That's the point. But now I'm not writing from zero. I'm editing and refining, which takes a fraction of the time. I call this the editor mindset. It's way easier and lighter on the brain to polish than it is to produce. Same with blog posts. I'll ask Claude to give me 3 takes on a single theme, one funny, one deep, one listicle style. Then I pick the best angle and run with it. You know what happens when you start like this? You scale without spinning your wheels. And not just scale content, scale decisions like should I build a free webinar or make a lead magnet? I'll sprint that through AI and compare outcomes. It helps me test 10 versions of a strategy before committing to one. Now, the skeptics say, isn't that cheating? Yeah, but you know what's really cheating? Burning out, doing things a computer could do faster and better at the start. Here's the catch, though, and this is where most solopreneurs go wrong. They treat AI as a back end tool, as the final step, like finish the draft and then maybe run it through ChatGPT for tweaks. Wrong. That's like building a house with your bare hands and then asking a robot to sweep the floor. Instead, I flip it. I make AI the architect. I map out big picture thinking with Claude. I test the tone with ChatGPT. I polish the results with one editor pass. That's the real workflow upgrade. Let me give you a real world example from a friend of mine. Let's call her Jess. She was spending 5 hours a week writing content. She tried AI but treated it like a paragraph rewriter. I told her, you're doing it backward. Use AI to start, not fix. We reset her habit. Every task started with an AI prompt. Every idea began in chat. 4 weeks later, Jess was down to 2 hours a week and publishing more content than ever. And not just more, better. Her emails were sharper, her posts were punchier. And because she wasn't dead tired, her offers improved too. Here's why that works. AI doesn't just give you speed, it gives you capacity. You suddenly have headspace to think creatively, solve problems, play with ideas again. You remove the grind. Now, let me be super clear. This isn't about replacing your voice, it's about clearing space for it. AI gives you the scaffolding, you build on top. So, practically speaking, what does AI first mean for your solopreneur life? It means you never open a blank document again. You write by editing rough ideas instead of originating them cold. You test marketing ideas before investing energy. You get results faster because you get options faster. And once your brain sees how much easier it is to just start with help, you'll wonder why you ever did it alone. But most people won't do this. Why? They're stuck in the old loop, believing that real work means suffering through it solo. That's the lie keeping them exhausted. So if you've been trying to write social posts, emails, sales pages, even whole launches from scratch, stop. Instead, introduce a new rule starting today. Nothing starts from zero. Let AI go first. You still make the call. You still shape the message. You're just not dragging yourself through the creative mud anymore. And once that habit locks in, you'll feel the difference in your energy, clarity, and consistency. That's the shift. That's where the solopreneur advantage truly kicks in. Because when you build a system like this, AI first, effort second, you reclaim your focus. You make time to grow your list, build deeper customer relationships, raise your prices, all the stuff that actually moves the needle. And if you're curious how to build that out step by step with tools, prompts, and real solopreneur strategies, you'll want to check out my book. It's called AI List Launch, and it's packed with practical walkthroughs that help you turn automation into traction. Whether you're just starting or scaling solo, it'll show you how to stop doing all the things and start doing the right things with AI on your team. Hit the link in the description to grab your copy of AI List Launch. See you inside.